Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Sahara Football. It's another fine Monday morning here. We're going to talk about the performances of Ghanaian players abroad as usual. I am your host Selassie Fiaoi. Before I begin, get into the news about the Ghanaian players abroad, I'm going to first of all say happy birthday to Accra Hearts of Oak. They are 108 years old. The oldest club in Ghana, Accra Hearts of Oak, are 108 years old. Kudos to Accra Hearts of Oak. They've won over 20 league titles. They've won the CAF Super Cup. They've won the CAF Champions League, and so many amazing accolades for Ghana. Hearts of Oak, we hope they grow stronger and become better as a club in the future. So that is it there with the birthday, 108th birthday of Accra Hearts of Oak. Today we're going to talk about performances of Ghanaian players abroad. Over the weekend, Manchester City and Liverpool took to center stage to determine who would have the upper hand in the title race. Still in the early stages of the season. We've played only 12 games in the season and it's still early to call that, but Liverpool have a 9-point gap over Manchester City, and Leicester City are even closer to Liverpool than Manchester City. That is an 8-point gap between them and Liverpool. So it's interesting times ahead. It was an amazing game, I have to say, end-to-end action, but Liverpool played amazing football. They defended as a unit, attacked as a unit, and I think that handball decision earlier on was what rattled the feathers of Manchester City. A handball decision that went against them. VAR ruled it out, and so many talks over there about it being something psychological later on. However, Liverpool got 2 more goals before Bernardo Silva got a consolation goal for Manchester City. It was too little too late at that point, and Liverpool held on to win the game. Sergio Aguero has still not scored a goal at Anfield before. Such an amazing striker, and you think those stats don't mean anything, but last night was really something. He was just missing chances on a normal day Sergio Aguero would have gotten. But Liverpool now giving a gap to the other Premier League teams, and possibly they can end their 30-year trophy drought, never winning the Premier League since its inception in 1992. The last time they won a league title was in 1989. It looks like they are going to break that duck. So today we're jumping right into performances of Ghanaian players abroad. Ayew continued his fine form for Swansea City, and RICHMOND Boakye Yiadom as well got an assist as Gyan was injured in his team Northeast United's win over the weekend. So I'll just jump right into it. Start off from England, and we have Chelsea. They took on Crystal Palace in the early kickoff on Saturday. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Ayew was in the game for Crystal Palace. He played 90 minutes of this encounter. Jeffrey Schlupp came on as a 70th minute substitute. And unfortunately for Crystal Palace, they lost 2-0 against Chelsea. They had only 1 shot on target in this game. Such a poor start there. And Ayew, as you would know, was not effective in that front. 1 shot on target for Crystal Palace. My next game, and Newcastle United took on AFC Bournemouth. And Christian Ayew came on in the dying minutes of the game. He came on in the 90 plus added minutes, and his team held out to win 2-1 against AFC Bournemouth. That's the second win in a row for Newcastle United, and great form there by Christian Ayew and his teammates. Still recovering from injury, he was not called into the Ghana Black Stars squad that will be facing South Africa on Thursday this week, and we hope he is back in the fray in the next qualifier or international friendly. My next game, and it has to do with Nottingham Forest. They took on Derby County. Nottingham Forest, Albert Adoma was an 85th minute substitute for Nottingham Forest. His team won narrowly by 1-0 against Derby County. Leicester City took on Arsenal at the King Power Stadium, and Jamie Vardy and his boys were really rampant. Leicester are showing some amazing form. They are second on the league table, and it looks like they have better points than when they won the league in 2016. Yeah, they have much more better points at this point of the season than when they won the league. And Amate Daniel, who is with Leicester City, is set to leave the club. He was not in action after such a lengthy spell out. It doesn't look like Leicester would like to retain the services of Amate, despite increasing his contract. They stretched his contract during the time he was injured last year, and it looks like they want to offload him in the January transfer window. More updates will be coming on later on this channel on that. Reading took on Luton Town, and Ayew Yiadom, who has been called up to the Black Stars, he will be at Cape Coast this week to play for the Black Stars. His Reading side won 3-0 against Luton Town. Sheffield Wednesday played with Swansea City, and Ayew got the opening goal for Swansea City in the 32nd minute. He's having an amazing season, named vice captain, scoring goals, assisting and contributing massively to the club, who didn't want him to begin with. They wanted to sell him because he has a huge wage debt on them, and I think they would have really ruled that decision if they had sold him. He's proven pivotal to their season. He scored a goal once again over the weekend. The game ended 2-2, Swansea City versus Sheffield Wednesday. AFC Wimbledon, they took part in the FA Cup first round, and they took on Doncaster Rovers. It ended 1-1. Kwesi Appiah was in action for them. He played the full 90 minutes. In the final game in England, Southampton took on Everton, and Kevin Danso, who plays for Southampton, he did not take part in this game. Everton won over Southampton 2-1. I move to Spain, and Deportivo Alaves, they took on Real Valladolid. Wakasu, who is injured, did not take part in this game. Mohamed Salis, who played 90 minutes for Real Valladolid, he has earned his first call up to the Black Stars. Will be in Cape Coast this weekend. Bring you more updates on him and probably have a chat with Mohamed Salis. So Alaves won this game 3-0 in the absence of injured Mubarak Wakasu, who is set to be replaced in the Ghana Black Stars squad by another player. Coach Kwesi Appiah looking to give late call-ups to some players. I'll be bringing you more updates on that front. Barcelona took on Celta Vigo, and it ended 4-1. Lionel Messi continued his scintillating start to the season. He scored a hat-trick, and Joseph Ayew played the full 90 minutes of the game. He gave Barcelona a penalty kick after the ball struck his hand, and Messi made no mistake from the spot. Joseph Ayew was culpable in giving away a penalty in this game, and that was how things went raveling for Celta Vigo. They lost 4-1. Lionel Messi hat-trick, Sergio Busquets with that goal late on that made it 4. Real Mallorca took on Villarreal, and Lomo Agbenyenu played 86 minutes of this encounter. He is in the Black Star squad that's going to play this week. And Idrisu Baba also earned his first call up to the Black Stars. He played the full 90 minutes of this game as his Mallorca side beat Villarreal 3-1. Atletico Madrid, we all know when I mention Atletico Madrid, the first name that pops in is Thomas Partey. He and his team faced Espanyol, and he played the full 90 minutes as his team beat Espanyol 3-1. Partey is surely in the Black Stars team, and he will be in town this week for a training session at the Accra Sports Stadium that is supposed to be today. And Ghana Black Stars will be facing South Africa in the AFCON 2021 qualifiers. Real Zaragoza took on Almeida, and Rafael Dramina unfortunately is out for a lengthy spell. He did not take part in this game. He's been ruled out because of a heart condition that the medical staff at Real Zaragoza have warned him will be detrimental to his health should he continue playing football. He's out of football for a while, and his team drew 1-1 in his absence. And in India, Hyderabad FC took on Northeast United. Baby Jetta Samuajan's Northeast United managed to win this game 1-0, but he was replaced in the 51st minute because of an injury he suffered with his Northeast United squad. That game ended 1-0 for Northeast United. They are top of the cherry in India. To my next game, and it's in Italy, and Inter Milan took on Hellas Verona, and Kojo Asamoah is still out injured. Emmanuel Achimambedu did not play in this game. He's also injured, and Claude Ejapon was an unused substitute for Hellas Verona. It ended 2-1 in favor of Inter Milan, who are still contending with Juventus, who won last night. Paulo Dybala coming on for Cristiano Ronaldo and scoring the winner in that 1-0 win over AC Milan. That keeps Juventus on top with 1 point advantage over Inter Milan. It's still a long way to go in the season, and Inter Milan will hope that they will have the chance to defeat Juventus to the title. Time will tell. Cagliari took on Fiorentina, and Cagliari, they slashed and thrashed Fiorentina 5-2. Kevin Prince Boateng was an unused substitute in this game as his team were battered by Cagliari, who sit fourth in the league table in Italy. Udinese took on Spal, and Nicolas Opoku was an unused substitute in his team 0-0 draw he and his team took on Spal, but unfortunately they both drew blanks on this occasion. Sassuolo took on Bologna, and Sassuolo, we have Alfred Duncan, who has been called up to the Black Stars, mind you. He missed the AFCON 2019 due to injury, and his side, Sassuolo, beat Bologna 3-1. He was an Ayew substitute on this occasion. To Germany and Schalke 04, they took on Fortuna Düsseldorf. It was an enthralling game. It ended 3-3 for both sides. Kasim Adams played the full 90 minutes of this game. Bernard Tekpete and Nana Ampoma were unused substitute for Fortuna Düsseldorf. The game, as I said, ended 3-3 for both sides. For FC Paderborn took on Augsburg, and Augsburg edged Paderborn 1-0. Christopher Ntreje came on in the second half in the 46th minute for his team, but could not help them get that all-important equalizer or possible win. In the end, it ended 1-0 against FC Paderborn. In France, Lille took on Metz, and the last time John Boy featured for Metz was on 19th October. He was back in the squad, played the full 90 minutes, kept a clean sheet, but his side as well drew blanks in this 0-0 encounter between Lille and Metz. And in Belgium, Cercle Bruges took on St. Trudings, and it ended 2-1 in favor of Cercle Bruges. Godfred Donsa played 70 minutes for Cercle Bruges. KV Kortrijk took on Vasslan Beveren, and Thomas Ejapon was not in the squad as his Vasslan Beveren side beat KV Kortrijk 3-1. Genk took on Gent in the Belgian league, and Joseph Pinsel still not in the squad for Genk on this occasion. The game ended 2-0 in favor of Gent. In Turkey, I end everything in Turkey, and it was Ankara took on Kayserispor, and Bernard Mensah played 68 minutes as his side lost to Ankara 2-1. Godstepe took on Yeni Malatyaspor, Free Aqua, who played in the AFCON 2019. Unfortunately, he is not in the squad now for the qualifier 2021 with South Africa. His tie took on Godstepe, and it ended 1-1. Yeni Malatyaspor versus Godstepe there in the Turkish league. He played the full 90 minutes of this encounter. Trabzonspor took on Alanyaspor, and Kaleb Kuban, still injured, could not feature, but his side won 1-0 in his absence. And in Serbia, Javor took on Red Star Belgrade, and Richmond Boakye Yiadom provided an assist. His team went behind, and he gave the assist to give them the equalizer. So that has been it for today, guys. Performances of Ghanaian players abroad. Who was your standout performer? Performance did you like most? How long do you think Asamoah Gyan will be out? Andre Ayew, fine form. He's transferring that to the Black Stars, hopefully. What was your shining light of the moment? Which game did you enjoy? Did you see the Manchester City game? If you didn't see it, why didn't you see it? If you did, let me know your thoughts on the Manchester City game. Do you think it will be too much for Manchester City to cover, or do you think Chelsea and Leicester City have a better chance of competing with Liverpool? Juventus still on top of the Italian Serie A by just 1 point. Inter Milan right behind them with Kojo Asamoah and Romelu Lukaku as well, all in the Inter Milan squad. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week. This week, the Black Stars will be taking on South Africa. We'll be bringing you more updates on that front. Enjoy your day.